Hip hop is loud, obnoxious music.
Money, guns, women.
Drugs and violence.
The bigger the bullet, the more that gon' bang.
Cars, flashy clothing.
Go get a mama and a swag like mine. She even wear a herd on her back like mine.
You know, celebrating violence and celebrating degradation of women.
Yeah, girl, I got my now later gator zone. I'm about to show you how my pimp hand is way strong. You're dead wrong if you think the pimpin' gon' die. 12 piece with 100 chicks by my side.
There's drinking and drugs, alcohol, bad clothing, and tattoos.
People get famous, people get rich.
And it's not creative anymore.
It's not exactly the best image for society.
Hip-hop is not just about the stereotypes of degrading women, violence, drug dealing, gang banging, living the bling life, pimps or prostitution. These are all elements of gangster rap culture, which is one small culture within a much larger culture that is hip-hop.
You know, at the beginning, the drive, the motivation for hip-hop was not just having a good time and partying and you know, but also calling attention to social problems and community problems.
I like to laugh at the truth, but when you young and the same facts pertain to who you rapping them to, well, I opted not to bring that to the booth, but after a while it sort of starts nagging at you. The crazed infatuation with blackness and tragic is viewed, and the fact that the tube only show blacks acting a fool, and I was watching.
Hip-hop is a mode of expression that allows people to speak about where they come from, what they're interested in, their struggles, their achievements.
Because hip-hop is a very powerful form of communication.
So what we see happening that's creating the stereotypes is the media honing in on those certain things that appeal as a form of fantasy to people who have no real connection. And in doing that, they found success with the gangster style. These are the artists that we all know by name. These are the Dr. Dre's, the Eminem, the Snoop Dogg, Warren G. And those artists at some point figured out that if they talk about a certain element of their life, it might have only been a year that they lived their life where they had to do this thing, they're going to get a lot of albums sold. Hip-hop to me is the ultimate form of individual artistic expression that individuals can use to get out what they feel, where they come from, what they're trying to say, what they'd like to see happen in the world, what they are frustrated with, what excites them. A lot of beautiful, inspiring, uplifting, and really transformative aspects of our lives.
My peoples need hope and I'm the one with it. The soul provider, cold as fire, hot as ice. Rock the mic till I retire, die the son of Christ. Becoming one with life and live like death is uncertain. One curtain left and I'ma die with my gun bursting. Tongue cursing till I must become one with the earth. Heaven and hell, I conquer whichever comes first. Know to rebel, my soul a la mode. My soul a la mode.
Hip-hop is one of the few cultural forms that, mainstream cultural forms, that will critique itself. So you have artists, actually fans of Lil Wayne that that will critique him through hip hop. There's an artist out of Seattle named Macklemore, who has a song that's actually it's a beautiful song. It's about addiction.
He just wanted to act like them. He just wanted to rap like him. Us as rappers underestimate the power and the effects that we have on these kids. Blunt past, ash in the tin, pack being pushed, harassed by the feds. The fact of it is, most people that rap like this talking about some they haven't lived. Surprise, you know the drill. Trapped in a box, decline record sales. Follow the formula, violence, drugs, and sex sells. So we try to sound like someone else, like how Lil Wayne lives. It's not conducive to being creative. And I know cause he's my favorite. And I know cause I was off that same mix. Rationalize this.
You know, it's just an example of hip-hop having hip-hop being able to diagnose its own problems. Humans are as diverse as the imagination, you know. So is their forms of expression, and so is their music. So we really need more outlets to to see that diversity. And it's becoming more common now with the internet, with technologies like that. It's easier to access more underground artists, more artists that don't have the giant promotional vehicle of record companies behind them. And now I think it's returning more to a word of mouth culture, where the artists that are really hitting people will be promoted through the fans.
Hip hop is always like exciting.
Like you get the feeling that someone's out there and like they know what you're going through, like they might know like how it is, but you just like they're telling you to keep your head up.
Like someone else understands you.
It's our music and our art that really helps pull them and keep them together.
They all feel like really united and they all have really strong opinions about things.
Music has a huge influence in the neighborhoods, and by encouraging artists to put out their music to inspire the community, it shifts the entire youth culture.
Rappers, dance, beatboxing, graffiti.
We put a child's hand on a spray can and the colors that life commands. You get these shorties strung out on TV. We get them bombing, breaking, skating, double dutch in reality. You, woo-hoo, grammar, high school, urban planner, Indian agent, welfare contagion, World Trade Organization, after border induction, human rights abusers, supporters of mass destruction.
Inspiring kind of culture.
Well, the sharing of energy, love, commitment, and music. Music is good for your soul. I mean, dancing is good for your soul.
When I think of hip hop, I think people trying to express themselves in a musical matter.
Experiences and like just a way to like get word out there and stuff.
Voicing of cultural beliefs.
It's been such a phenomenal media source that everybody's really taken to it. All cultures, all people.
It's got a lot of energy to it. I think it makes people move and it makes a lot of people happy.